quite some years, and whatever questions you ask or comments you make can be as tough as you want. But let's be ladies and gentlemen about this. It's our meeting. We don't invite people in and then rough them up. Now, the street outside later is a different story, but not in our meeting. So thank you very much, and I'll see you all next month.
Thank you. Tom, I liked a lot of the, Lisa Wolford Constellation West. So I liked a lot of the changes you talked about, the regulatory changes. What I still didn't hear is
Speak into the
anything.
microphone, please.
What I still didn't hear is anything about an appeal process for veterans who are denied. So SBA has Office of Hearing and Appeals, OHA, that they can go to if they're denied, whereas the veteran in the VA has no such venue other than a lawsuit, as far as I know. Is there regulation being proposed for that, which I would strongly recommend?
Good question, Lisa. The short but unfulfilling answer is I am the appeal authority for verification. Okay? Now, as I say, that's not very
That's
satisfying.
a self-licking lollipop.
No, I don't think it's quite a self-licking lollipop. We have attempted to, and because I believe that if you have very similar regulation, we have spoken with the SBA, we've spoken with OHA, the Office of Hearing and Appeals. We sought to put together a program by which they would hear our appeals. Unfortunately, the Office of General Counsel has determined that we're not permitted to do that.
The VA's Office of General Counsel.
VA's Office of General Counsel. And I'm not just telling you like it is, that's the source. Therefore, we have not made a change in the appeal program in our regulation, and the only way we get there is through legislation.
So
Now, by the way, before you go on, Lisa, so the way we're solving that, okay? The way we solve that is 94% of the people get approved. We are working on the front end. How do my approach, because I accept it's not particularly satisfying if I'm the appeal authority. So our approach is how do we go into prevention as opposed to revision? And so how do we eliminate the need for people to appeal? And I think we've done a very good job of that. Go ahead.
I think that's a vast improvement, Tom. My concern is having the appeal being heard by the group that is making the original decision. That's what I'm calling the self-licking lollipop. It's not about you. It's not. But I'm just saying that needs to be outside of that community. That's how an appeal is effective in any context. Anyway, so I would suggest that you guys put forth some legislation to address that.